Auto DIY. So welcome, Camilo, and good luck.
Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Yeah.
Great. Now I'm gonna share my screen. I hope you can see it now. Can you see it now? Okay, great. So I'm gonna give you a quick demonstration about the project Auto DIY. My name is Camilo. I am the founder and designer of this project. So first of all, what we see is that everybody wants to learn robotics, right? Everybody wants to learn about, well, mostly about technology, and because we are surrounded about all these devices, and we don't really know how it works. Well, especially in schools now for children, it's very important to teach science and technology. But it's hard to learn. It's difficult to make. Sometimes they don't allow expansions, and they are difficult to configure. And most importantly, they are expensive. So we find out that our solution will be an open source robot that anybody can make and build if they just find the parts. So it's gonna be it's low cost as well, because they can source the parts from anywhere, and they can study and at the same time customize or improve after they learn how it's made. So our software and hardware, both software and hardware, is open, and in this way, we can combine both. But not only that, also the educational content is open, so any school around the world can use it. For the ones who don't know Otto, so this is basically what it does. Just to give you a quick look, I mean, it's a funny dancing robot that you can code with Arduino or Blockly, which is our new. We make our own graphic programming based on Blockly, another open source software made by Google. So we combine multiple open source projects, and we put it into Otto. It's 3D printable, so people can modify as they need. Uh, Before, we were having everything in GitHub, and it was really a challenge. So we find out, and we confirmed with this program, that it was important sometimes to have multiple channels. So we we have a great partnership with Wikifactory, which is a platform for open source projects. And what is good is that it's easy for people to contribute, to read, and to find the files. With GitHub, it was very difficult, and let's say it's for more advanced. Nevertheless, GitHub is a great tool, and we use it for our Blockly, our current smartphone app, and all the main libraries of the robot. So anybody still can be, depends on the level they decide to contribute to the project. There's no limitation of that. So in Wikifactory, the good thing is that we have also a forum there. So we have contact communication with the community, and you can find all the projects there. So you don't need to dig in the internet to really find, oh, I want the robot with the arms. Oh, I want the one that is made in the laser cut. Oh, I want the one that has Bluetooth. So it's very easy to find them there. We're very proud that we have a very big community, very international. So far, more than 4,000 members, at least the ones we see in Facebook. For sure, there could be more, like if we mix all the social media. But what is great is that we have found at least 70 countries, or at least 70 different countries have pinned that they have made an Otto. This is just 45 countries of those, but these ones are different because these ones are Otto Builder clubs. So one thing that we started last year, and we started to reinforce because we saw the importance of what we call Otto Builder club leaders. So it's basically people in countries that they do different events and they promote the project, and they also communicate in their own language. So it's breaking the barriers of communication. Unfortunately, now with the situation, we couldn't do more towards this, but nevertheless, some people have been doing online activities and other events. Another thing we are very proud is that we have at least 80 remixes. That means that there's at least 80 different kinds of Otto, let's say. These are the ones in Wikifactory. Again, online you can find many things. Something that happens with all projects, all open source, I'm pretty sure, it's difficult to really gather everything in one place. We try our best, and we managed to get 80 that are good, or at least they are somehow okay documented to be used. But we know that there are more. It's just that it's a challenge, and we find out in the program how to actually gather all those people. So one thing that we find out by doing the test and all the needs that we saw of the project, the customer profile, we find out that it's important to have something modular. Because sometimes you want to do a robot, sometimes you want to do the other one, but you have to change all the time. So what if we have one brain that works for all of them? So as you can see here, is an example of using the same head. You can have different configurations of the same robot. I mean, it's the same robot, but it can be a quadruped, it can be one with wheels, follow lines for different challenges, mazes, or you can add arms, or you can imagine other things because it's 3D printable and the 3D files are there. Of course, this can be even improved more if we want, for example, that you don't need to 3D print the body just because you want the bodies, or maybe have a body that works with both. But that's something that we're gonna work on the way. So one of the things that it was great is that we learned to plan. So now we have this short-term plan, which is we already launched actually, or is officially launched in June, but we started to promote. Is a community journey model. Basically, we want to incentivize more people to create remixes. Before we had a contest, a challenge, and it was good for one-time thing, and we got like a list of 10 very good entries. But we want this to be permanent. We want permanently people to be creative and to create their own robots. And why not earn some money out of it? So it's like a win-to-win situation where both the project can like sustain, and the auto builders, in this case auto inventors, will also earn some royalty of sales. This is our midterm goal. So we have this like already going on project of having our own 3D print farm here in the Czech Republic in Europe, which we are following the steps of Prusa, but we are not going to be like them, of course. So we are already talking with them. We are going to buy some mini Prusas and everything. We are just waiting because of the situation, they are delayed. So we have to wait a bit for them. But the plan is to have like better quality, better materials, and mating here too, so we can have also faster innovation. We can change kits almost every week and constantly having cool features. And our long term is not so different from that one, but it's about the topic of distributed manufacturing. So basically, we see that all of these dots is basically people with 3D printers. So you see there's thousands of people with 3D printers, and this is just Prusa. And basically, they could be manufacturers of educational robot kits, which it will make like a decentralized design, and like people, if you are in the US and you don't want to wait weeks or months for your kit to arrive, now with this situation, everything is delayed. So like you just find out that there's a neighbor that has a 3D printer and can 3D print the robot for you. Or if you are in a school and you find out that there's a makerspace next to you that can 3D print the parts for you. So we want to gather all of this. Of course, this is like a big thing. It's more like an idea, but we really want to do it. So we're already talking also with Wikifactory that is very experienced in this topic, and they might have a platform soon that is going to enable all the people together. So I welcome to join you to the Otto Builder community. Anybody can build a robot, so like don't be afraid. And thank you for